Daily Current Affairs June 5, 2025 The Hindu UPSC 1. Battery Energy Storage Systems, BESS, Technologies and India's Progress. Key BESS Technologies. Lithium-ion batteries. Most widely used for grid and EV storage. Offers high efficiency and quick charge-discharge response. Common in portable electronics and EVs. Flow batteries. Suited for long-duration storage, e.g., overnight or backup. Features better cycle life but less energy density. Ideal for integrating renewable energy. Solid-state batteries. Emerging technology with higher energy density and improved safety. Potential future solution for EVs and grid storage. Lead-acid batteries. Low-cost, mature technology but limited by shorter life and low efficiency. Used in rural and backup power setups. Chemical energy storage. Stores energy in chemical bonds, e.g., in hydrogen or synthetic fuels. Suitable for large-scale or long-distance energy transport. Indian government initiatives. National Energy Storage Mission, NESM. Pushes domestic battery manufacturing. PLI scheme, 18,100 Indian rupees crore outlay to boost large-scale battery production. Viability gap funding, VGF 3,760 Indian rupees crore for 4 GWh storage capacity. Energy storage obligation, makes storage essential for renewable energy deployment. Green hydrogen policy, encourages BESS for hydrogen-linked power. FAME, SESI and NTPC pilots, promote adoption through subsidies and pilot projects. India's BESS vision and progress. Targets. 500 gigawatts non-fossil energy by 2030, 217.62 gigawatts achieved by January 2025. 47 gigawatts of battery energy storage by 2032. 2. Census 2026 to 27, a historic enumeration. Phases and timeline. First phase, house listing begins October 1, 2026. Second phase, population enumeration from March 1, 2027, reference date. Digital census, first full-scale digital enumeration, expected to improve accuracy and speed. Provisional results, by March 2027 and final report, late 2027. Key highlight caste-based census. First caste enumeration since 1931, covering all communities beyond SC/ST. Raises debates on political utility, social impact and methodology. Politically sensitive due to demands for OBC data and resource allocation concerns. Historical parallel, 1931 census. Last comprehensive caste-based census. Conducted across British India amid 1. Logistical issues, Great Depression, Salt March. 2. Political resistance, Congress boycott, violence, regional defiance. Findings, population, 35.05 crore, 10.6% growth. Major cities, Kolkata, Mumbai, Chennai. Issues in caste reporting, fluid terminology, underreporting in Bengal and Punjab. What is delimitation? Redrawing of parliamentary and assembly seats based on population. Constitutional provision under Articles 81 and 82. Will begin after Census 2026, requiring Delimitation Act. Commission formation. Possibly, a constitutional amendment to lift the Lok Sabha seat cap, 550. Women's reservation and census link. The 33% women's reservation law for parliament/assemblies is linked to delimitation. 3. Offshore asset growth among India's next-gen HNWIs. YN News, almost all of India's upcoming high-net-worth individuals, HNWIs, are planning to expand their offshore investments by over 10% by 2030. Key points. Investment drivers, better returns, 55%, top-class financial services, 65%, global market access, 54%, and tax benefits, 49%. India's wealth rise. In 2024, India recorded a rise of 8.8% in HNWI population, now totaling 378,810 millionaires with $1.5 trillion in wealth. Timeline: 2024, significant HNWI growth recorded. 2030, offshore asset share expected to increase further. Recent developments: wealthy Indians are increasingly diversifying investments to manage risk and optimize returns through global exposure. Improvements: India should enhance domestic investment channels and ease capital regulations to retain wealth within the country. UPSC Quick Facts: HNWI, person with $1 million or more in investable assets. Wealth management. Financial services tailored for affluent individuals. Capital flight, outflow of capital due to better foreign opportunities or instability at home. Tax havens, countries offering low tax and high confidentiality for foreign investors. 4. India opposes ADB's $800 million funding to Pakistan. YN News: India has objected to the Asian Development Bank's $800 million loan to Pakistan, fearing fund misuse and citing poor accountability. Key points: India's concerns: Pakistan might use funds for military needs, not development. Economic indicators: Pakistan's tax to GDP ratio dropped from 13% 2017 to 18 to 9.2% 2022 to 23, reflecting weak domestic resource mobilization. FATF context: India argues that Pakistan hasn't adequately addressed terror financing, pushing for it to stay on the FATF grey list. Timeline: 2017 to 2023, decline in Pakistan's tax collection efficiency. 2024, India raises objections at ADB forums. Recent developments: India's protest underscores geopolitical tension and the importance of monitoring international funding to high-risk countries. UPSC Quick Facts: ADB, regional bank founded in 1966 to foster development in Asia-Pacific. FATF Grey List flags nations with deficiencies in preventing financial crimes. Terror financing, major concern influencing international relations and aid decisions. IFIs, bodies like IMF, ADB, and World Bank that influence global development funding. 5. Empowering women in green business. YN News: there is a growing focus on empowering women entrepreneurs to lead India's green and sustainable development efforts. Key points: dual advantage, combines climate action with gender empowerment. Economic potential, women offer community-based, sustainable solutions. Barriers, access to credit, tech, skills, and networks remain key challenges. Government and NGO support. Women Entrepreneurship Platform, WEP, by Niti Aayog. Women in Sustainability, WIS, by CEEW. Green Skill Development Program also supports women training in environmental fields. Examples of green businesses: sustainable farming, renewable energy, waste recycling, ecotourism, ethical fashion. Recent developments: more women-led startups are emerging in green tech sectors thanks to incubation and capacity building support. UPSC Quick Facts: SDG 5 and SDG 13, Gender Equality and Climate Action. Green Economy focuses on sustainable and inclusive economic growth. Microfinance and SHGs, crucial in empowering rural women in eco-enterprises. Climate Justice recognizes women's disproportionate climate burden. Niti Aayog plays a major role in policy backing for women entrepreneurs. World Trade Organization, WTO dispute settlement and trade barriers. Goals of the WTO. Economic efficiency. Aims to reduce trade barriers. Ensures better prices, more choices, and lower costs for consumers. Development and equity. Supports employment and growth in developing nations. Gives voice to weaker economies in global trade rules. Environmental and social balance. Prevents misuse of environmental or social issues as trade barriers. Ensures trade supports sustainable goals. Global peace and stability. Promotes predictability and reduces chances of trade wars. Discourages protectionism and uncertainty. WTO Dispute Settlement Process, DSU. Consultation, 60 days, mutual discussions. Panel formation, 45 days, cannot be blocked by respondent. Panel report, 6 months, reviewed by Dispute Settlement Body, DSB. Appeal, 60 to 90 days, legal review by appellate body. If violated, negotiations for compensation, 20 days, trade sanctions approved by DSB. Key challenges in DSU. National sovereignty issues. WTO panels often scrutinize domestic laws. Accusations of judicial overreach. Appellate body crisis, since 2019. U.S. blocks judge appointments. AB non-functional rise in ad hoc arbitration. Operational concerns. Delay in rulings. Lack of transparency and risk of bias.